Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, you know that for last few days we have discussed in great depth about the tennis and its types. Now today we will try to focus on the tennis chart. We will give in nutshell each and every part about present, past and future tense. And I hope if by some reason students did not watch my previous videos, and it will be beneficial for those students as well, because we will give glance about present and its types, past and its types, future structure to somehow about its use, and it will be very beneficial for both students, for the students who watched my videos and for those students who didn't watch, and it will prove inshallah beneficial for those students as well. Now coming towards the topic, first of all, what actually tennis is. Tennis means the time. Tennis means, we can say, in which simply we can say about the time, and the time is divided into 3 points: present, past and future. First point is the present. What actually is the present time? Present time means that happens in the present period of time. Here, how can we clear the present tense? Happens in the present period, from where to start to where to end this present period. And further, present tense is divided into 4 types: present simple or present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. Now first of all, about the present simple. What actually is present simple or present indefinite? Present indefinite or present simple is that type of present tense in which the action is simply mentioned and we didn't know about its time. We didn't know when the action start, when it will come to end, but it is simply action is mentioned. At the same time, it talks about in the general sense. And for the use, where we use this present simple tense, we use this present simple tense mostly in we can say routine habits, we can say, which we use regularly. Routine, like regularly, continuously, like habits, or we can say that will remain ever. It was in the past, it is in the present and it will remain so in the future. That is universal truths, universal facts and some time schedules, like which we already decided. Today we decide, yeah, already we have been 100% cleared. Today evening we have to go America. That will also come in this present simple tense. And also some proverbs, quotations and stuff. Now about the structure. And in the structure part, in the present simple, it is simple structure, that is subject plus the base form of verb V1 and plus the object. And at the same time, it's for positive sentence. And the exception is for third person singular, that is he, she and it. For others, it is simple subject plus base form of verb and the object. And for third person singular, it is subject plus the base form of verb. But the base form of verb may add es, ies, ses or is depending upon the verb plus object. For example, like I play cricket, you play cricket, we play cricket, but he plays cricket, she plays cricket. At the same time, I fly in the air, we fly in the air, they fly in the air, but he flies in the air. And for third person, sun rises in the east, sun sets in the west. These are some examples for present simple. For third person singular, you have to add SESI or IES to the base form of verb. But for negative sentences, we have to insert an auxiliary, because here is no auxiliary. For others, there is an auxiliary verb, but in this tense, but in this part, there is no auxiliary. We have to insert an auxiliary so that we can form the negative sentence. Because for main verbs we can't form the negatives. For negative sentences we use don't to form the negatives, like I don't play cricket. But for third person singular it is doesn't. He doesn't play cricket. She doesn't play cricket. I eat food. He eats food. She eats food. That's for negative. I don't eat food. She doesn't eat food. I don't eat food. She doesn't eat food. That for negative we have to insert don't. For except third person singular. For third person singular we have to insert doesn't. And for interrogative sentences, for interrogative sentence we have to exchange the subject and the auxiliary verb do or doesn't. Like, do I play cricket? Does she play cricket? Does she eat food? And also when we have an interrogative form we will come up into the base form of the verb, that is V1. We shouldn't add s, es or ies. Do I play cricket? Do they watch television? Does she eat food? Does she play cricket? That is all about this present simple tense for first person, second person, third person. But exception is third person. You have to check it in your own. That is for third person singularity. You have to add s, es or is. Now the next point, that is present continuous. What actually is present continuous tense? Present continuous tense is that is an ongoing action. That means that kind of tense in which the action is going on. That action is still going on, which is happening right now. And for this we have to use, there is the structure, that is subject plus be, the forms are be, am, is and are, plus the fourth form of verb plus object. Like, I am playing cricket. That is right now I am playing cricket. I am eating food. Right now I am eating food. For first person I we have to use am, and for third person singular we have to use is, and for all others we have to use are. Like, he is playing cricket. She is eating food. She is finishing his job. She is flying in the air. They are playing cricket. They are eating food. They are enjoying a lot. And for negative sentence we have to just add not to the auxiliary, that is subject plus am is are plus not plus v4 plus object. Like, I am not going to school. I am not eating food. They are not playing cricket. We are not watching television. He is not going to school. And for interrogative sentences we have to exchange subject and the auxiliary verb. That is, am I going to school? Is he playing cricket? Is she watching television? That is present continuous tense. And for also when we have to talk about the future which is certain, we have to use going to in the present continuous, but it will give the meaning about the future tense. Like, I am going to school. I am still here. I am going to school. I am going to leave Delhi tomorrow. I am going to leave Delhi tonight. That is going to. That means that going to works about the future, but is in the present continuous tense. Now the next is that is present perfect tense. What actually perfect means, perfect itself means complete. That this is the first tense in which the action is complete. We don't know about its beginning, but we know about its completeness. Present perfect. Action is complete. Present perfect. Like the structure subject plus have and has plus third form of verb plus the object. I have played cricket. And we have to insert some time adverbs. I have just eaten my lunch. I have just played cricket. I have just arrived now. Yeah, I have just arrived. That means there are sometimes in the present perfect tense we just use that the action is complete. We don't know about its beginning, but we know about its completeness. I had just finished my lunch. He is already gone to Srinagar. Present perfect. She has reached there. And for third person singular we have to use subject with has, and for others we have to use subject plus have plus the third form of verb plus object. And for the negative sentence it is very simple. We have to add auxiliary with not. Like, I haven't gone to school. They haven't reached there. He hasn't finished his job. I haven't cleared that assignment. And for interrogative sentence, exchange of subject and auxiliary verb, like have I gone to school? Has he reached there? Has he completed his homework assignment? These are some examples of present perfect tense. Now the present perfect continuous tense. What actually is present perfect continuous? Present perfect continuous tense is that tense in which action started in the earlier, action started in the past, but action is still going on. That means action started in the morning and action is still going on. Now in this very tense, we just mentioned the time period. That is very important. That is why we use since and for in this present perfect continuous tense. When we talk about the action is still going on, that is very important. The action is still going on. And also we know we just mentioned the time limits for since and for. Since refers to the point of time, while as for refers to the period of time. How long we are taking that very assignment, how long we are working for that, we give detail in this present perfect continuous tense. And for the structure, that is subject plus have and has plus been plus the fourth form of verb plus object and plus since and for. Since and for gives the time period, how long we are working, how long we are continuing that very assignment. Like I have been reading this book since morning. That since morning is the time period, how long we are reading this book. I have been reading this book since morning. I have been playing for last 3 hours. He has been going to school since morning. Yeah, he's been going to school. I have been eating my dinner for last 5 minutes. That means present perfect tense gives us the detailed time amount, how long we are continuing, how long we are taking this action. And the subject plus have and has plus been plus v4 plus object. It has been raining since morning. It has been raining for last 4 hours. Since morning gives the point of time when the rain starts, and while as for last 4 it gives the amount of time. That there are so many examples which you will give for present perfect continuous tense. And for the negative sentence, simply we add not to the auxiliary verb have and has. Like I have not reading this book. I have not playing cricket. Negative. He hasn't. She hasn't. And for interrogative sentences, for interrogative sentence, exchange of auxiliary verb or exchange of auxiliary verb and subject. Now the next, it was about little bit about the present tense. Now to somehow the past tense. What actually past tense? Past tense that tense in which the action happened in the past time, not happiness but happened in the past time. And the very first tense, that is present past simple. Past simple means that tense in which the action began and ended at a particular time in the past, and it has no relation with the present. And for this the structure is the subject plus the second form of verb plus the object. Like I play cricket, I played cricket. I ate food, I took breakfast. I watch your television. And there is no exception. For negative sentences, we have to add did. We have to add did, and the following verb would be base in the base form V1. I didn't go to school. I didn't watch television. We didn't play cricket. We didn't reach there. And for interrogative sentence, we have to exchange subject and the auxiliary verb. That is, did I go to school? Did she play cricket? Did we finish or assignment. That means there are immense examples. These are some examples. Next is that is past continuous tense. Now what the past continuous tense is? Past continuous tense means that means the action happened in the past period. But when the action happens, it was in a continuous mood. Like, I will give some example. Yesterday, the match started at 12 noon and ended at 4 p.m. And in between 12 to 4, that is 1. Like we can say, yesterday at 1 p.m. I was watching television. I was watching television. That started in the earlier, ended at after some time. But in between that period, in between that period, I was watching television. That means the action was going on. Action was going on. And for singular, that is was, and for plural, were. Like, yesterday at 2 p.m. I was watching television at my home. Yesterday at 9 p.m. we were watching a serial. But here onwards there are two actions, that is past continuous tense, earlier action and later action. That is also very important, past continuous tense. And the earlier action would be in past continuous tense, while as the later action would be in past simple. Always remember, because onwards later action would always be in past simple. Like, I was watching television when you came. I was watching television when you came. When you entered in my house, I was eating food. When you entered in my house, I was cooking. When I reached there, the train was traveling. That means these are the two actions, in which one is in the earlier action and one is in the later action. The later action interrupts the earlier action. And for negative we have to use not, and for interrogative we have to insert, we have to exchange the subject and the auxiliary verb. Now the next is the past perfect tense. What is past perfect tense? Past perfect tense also means the action that is complete but in the past time. Like, you can also say that past in the past. What is past perfect tense? Like past perfect tense, we can give first an example. Yesterday the match started at 8 and ended at 12. And ended at 12. But we reached 12:15. And also in this very tense there are two actions, earlier action and later action. When I reached there, the match had ended. The match had ended. That means when I reached there, the match had ended. जब मैं वहाँ पहुँचा तो मैच खत्म हो चुका था. That is the completeness of an action. Subject plus had plus the third form of verb plus object. I had eaten my lunch. मैंने कब का खाया? I had eaten my lunch. When I entered in his house, he had completed his home assignment. That means earlier action, later action. While and when we should use conjunctions while and when for combining these two earlier and later actions. When I entered there, he was watching, that is in the present continuous, past continuous. When I entered there, he had completed his task. That is past perfect tense used when some action had been completed in the past period of time. And for negative we have to add not, and for interrogative we have to exchange the subject and the auxiliary verb. Now the past perfect continuous tense. What is past perfect continuous tense? Past perfect continuous tense is that tense in which the action was happening at that time. Like, I will give an example. The match started at 12, or rather we can say I am going to meet my friend. yesterday की बात हो रही है, मैं अपने दोस्त से मिलने जा रहा है और मैंने इन्हें कहा कि आप 1 बजे वहाँ मिलना मुझे, और वो तो 1 बजे से वेट कर रहा है, लेकिन मैं 3 बजे पहुँचा, तो मैं क्या कहूँ? व्हेन आई रीच, यहाँ पर भी दूसरी फॉर्म जो है वो पास्ट सिंपल ही होगी। व्हेन आई रीच्ड देयर माई फ्रेंड had been watching my friend had been waiting for me for last 2 hours. When I reached there my friend had been waiting for me for last 2 hours. जब मैं वहाँ पूछा मेरा दोस्त मुझे 2 घंटों से, ये पिछली पास्ट की नॉट प्रेजेंट, मेरा दोस्त मुझे 2 घंटों से वेट कर रहा था। इसीलिए सब्जेक्ट स्ट्रक्चर had plus been plus the fourth form of verb plus the object and since and for to mention the time. Like I had been watching television. I had been watching television last Saturday या yesterday I had been watching television for last 2 hours. इसी तरह जो है mentioned time सिर्फ एंड फॉर इम्पॉर्टेंट है। नेक्स्ट जो इंटरप्शन के लिए जो दूसरी फॉर्म है दैट इज पास्ट सिंपल। लाइक when I entered his house he had been cooking food for 2 hours या for 1 hour. That means there are many examples which you can give for past perfect continuous tense, and for negative and interrogative you know about it. Now the third and last one, that is future tense. What is future? Future tense, that tense in which the action will happen. Action is still to take place. In real there is no some tense, but future has been derived from the present tense. It is based on predictions, it is based on assumptions, it is based on, we can say, futurity. That is why future tense, first of all, that is future simple. What future simple is? Future simple is that in which we have a set plan, rather we can say which is based on prediction, which is based on assumptions, which is based on promise, which is based on threat. There are many more examples which you can give future tense in which the action is still to take place. For example, subject, that is the structure, plus will and shall to indicate the futurity. Otherwise it is just like this present tense. Plus the base form plus object. Like I will go to school, I will meet you. And shall and will, there is no such difference, but for shall we should use subject I and we, first person with shall, and for others we use will. Like I will go to school, I will meet him, he shall carry my bag, he shall help me. There are many more examples. Yeah, it will rain on tomorrow, it will rain on tonight, it will rain on that day. That is prediction. There are many more examples. And for negative sentence, will and shall change it into won't and shan't. I won't go to school, he shan't carry my bag. There are many more examples. For interrogative, exchange of subject and auxiliary verb like will and shall. Will I carry his bag, will I carry your bag? Shall I help you, shall you meet with me? Now the next, that is future continuous tense. Future continuous tense is that tense in which we are talking about the future but in a continuous moment. Like tomorrow at 12 p.m. I will be playing cricket against that team. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. I will be playing that team. That is still to take place, but we are talking to today. Yeah, in other words, tomorrow is my paper. I will tell you that tomorrow at 10 p.m. I will be taking my exams. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. I will be taking my examples. And in the structure, that is subject plus will and shall plus be plus the fourth form of verb plus object. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. I will be watching ethical series. Tomorrow, yeah, next Monday I will be in London. Flying in London. And also future tense, going to, that I would already discussed it in that part. Future tense, we are talking about the future which is still to take place, but we are talking today about tomorrow in a continuous moment. And for negative, won't and shan't, and for interrogative, shall, will, subject and, exchange of subject and auxiliary verb. And for future perfect tense, here we can also talk about two actions, that is Earlier action, later action. Earlier action would be always be in future tense, future perfect tense, future continuous tense, while the later action would be in present simple. Always remember. Like in future perfect tense, we are talking about its completeness. We are talking about today about the completeness of any assignment. Like we will have completed when we reach there. When we reach there, we will have completed that assignment. When we reach there, we will have completed that assignment. Yeah, by next Friday, they will have finished their task. By next Friday, they will have, we are talking about today, about the completeness of an action in future. And for negative sentences, we use not with auxiliary will and shall. And for interrogative, exchange of subject and auxiliary verbs. And for the last point, that is the future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense is talking about the future. Actually talking about the time point, time amount. We are talking about, like, we will just give my own example. I joined HSS Kralpura in 2016 in the month of March. 2020 March, I have completed my 5 years. But I will tell you, in March 2020, I will have been serving this institution for last 5 years. That is future perfect continuous tense. That is the emphasize the length of time, emphasize the continuity of an action. I will have been serving this institution for last 5 years, and I am still, the very important point is I am still there. We are just talking about the continuity of an action. We are not talking about the action has been ended or in the past or in this period of time. We are talking about the continuity of an action, and at the same time we are talking about the amount of time, how long we have been there. Rather, I will have been serving, yeah, by next month. Yeah, in the month of May 2020, I will have been serving this company for last 10 years. Yeah, by next December, next May, yeah, next year 2021, I will have been living in Shumnag for last 30 years. That is future perfect continuous tense. We are talking about the future in the continuous form, but we at the same time we add the emphasis about the time duration also. I hope to somehow little bit about this tennis chart in general, and to somehow it will benefit for both students, for the students who watched my earlier videos, and for those students who didn't watch for by some reason. They will give some glimpses about this tennis chart, and I hope it will benefit a lot for them also. Thanks.